Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I was just reflecting with Andrew on my week after our discussion last week on looming crossroads. For some reason, someone has decided to speed that up for me. So it's not looming anymore. It's just about here. So I've had an interesting week. I've had a week that it's been agitating. A little bit of I'm not good enough, but not really, because I've managed to speak to a number of people about where I'm at and where the business world is at as far as my or our focus is in what we deliver, and it's not just me. And that led into part of the conversation with you around what you were talking about with and rather than but or instead of or any of that. Do you want to expand on that a bit?
I'm going to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
What are the types that, so purely you're worried about finances without going into all detail, right? Which we all go through periods like that.
Yeah.
And things are not the way you want them to be. What sort of things does your mind tell you?
Well, so that's where the agitation comes from this week, and I can feel it in my body, not just in my head.
Yeah.
There's it's trying to balance what's there and what's coming from a financial point of view, from a work point of view, and seeing the shortfall, and then trying to put things in place. Well, I'm not even trying to put things in place at the moment. So I sort of get part of the picture of the and rather than,
But let's just go there with how you actually, what do you actually say? Well, what does your mind say about that?
So what my mind says is I've got to find solutions.
Yeah.
So
you got to find some money.
Yeah. I've got to find solutions to provide for the cash flow in the
pay bills
and whatever. Yeah. And I'm not sleeping particularly well. Yeah, so that's the impact of that as well. Now, again, there could be other impacts, and I get that, and I've read up on other things, but even that is a mind thing. It's like, well, let me see if I can find another solution.
It's another little rabbit hole.
Exactly.
It's talking about broader universal kind of woo-woo-y stuff.
But not even that. Even just, is it a cortisol thing?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's another. Yeah. So is it a cortisol that's waking me up at 3 o'clock instead of a financial thinking thing? And why can't it be both? so, which is what you wanted to talk about today. Yeah. So very, very agitating week, tiring week.
Yeah.
But also now we're at Friday afternoon. I don't feel like the world is ending. I don't feel I have that sense that I just got to get back to, like you say, get back to thinking or getting back to your heart, and it'll be what it'll be, and I feel at ease with that in a part, but at the same time, my mind this week has just been overactive. Yeah.
So what is your mind? Well, first of all, how do you feel right now in your body about the situation?
Right now, I'm getting back to it'll be what it is. Right. It'll work its way out in whatever way.
Is that in your mind or in your body? So there's a level of allowing and acceptance.
Yeah. So thinking about that, yes, but I can feel calmer in my body. Yeah. Even though I don't feel like I've settled down from the week, I feel like I'm settling down.
Yeah.
Into the weekend or the afternoon, the evening, whatever. I just feel a little bit more at ease in myself.
And what's the belief that you think you've accepted that's got your emotional body to a place of being more calmer?
The belief.
Or what's shifted?
Well, it hasn't. It's shifted in that it's. I guess it's been like a scale all week where I've had the belief and then the mind's going crazy as well, and it's been yo-yoing all through. And
Right.
I've done lots of other things through the week in different pieces of self-learning that I've realized what I'm doing to myself as well. And I think I'm just getting back to and having, I've just had lunch with a client and we talked about a lot of this stuff, and then talking with you, it's that release, that putting it out there really, and being challenged and kicking it around has allowed me just to have that deeper breaths and think, yes, it's a tricky situation, and something will come out of it. And there was a number of in the conversations at lunch, additional opportunities that come up as well in the space that I'm in, but also outside of the space that I'm not working in at the moment.
What tends to happen is that when we challenge our thinking with an and, so in Kevin's case, it's there is a reality to his finances that is not the way he wants it to be. So we're not ignoring reality, but we're adding an and to it to say, and things will change, and he can still be relaxed, and he can still have friends in the world that care about him, and he's alive.
Yeah.
And you can go for a surf on Sunday when it stops pissing down rain, or whatever.
That's right. Or go surfing in the flood.
There are so many things. So
Yeah.
when we bring and into our brain, it stops it going down these rabbit holes of everything just being like a problem.
I guess it's in my mind while you're saying that, it's almost like instead of the spiral, which you tend to think is going down, like a plug or something like that, and it's a bad space to be going towards. It's more, it's not quite an explosion, but expanding of opportunities of things out there. And that's what I've come away from lunchtime as well. And then even while we were talking, that's added to that as well.
Yeah. But your mind, but just be aware that your mind does black and white thinking all the time if you're not aware of it.
Yeah. And I had that this morning. I was sitting working on stuff and starting to feel overwhelmed. It's like I can't deal with this, but I can. And you were asking me how do I try and get out of those situations. And one of the things I do is I laugh at myself.
Yes.
Right? I just sort of, in my mind, I take a step away from myself and it's like, look at you, what are you doing? you know that you can do this in a different way.
Yeah.
And that resets as well.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Well, and also you were sitting on the couch before, and what did you say? Oh, I had nothing on yesterday. And you immediately like,
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. And it's like, hang on a minute. And you challenged me and you said, well, you did. You lay on the couch and you looked after yourself for a little while. It's like, yes, I did. And I know that. It's like, yeah, we just tend to go there, don't we?
So that was more of a reframe. But we can easily, our mind can easily, because we've got a dominant situation that makes us feel a certain way, it makes us feel a sense of lack, or we're not good enough, or whatever it is, then what happens is our mind tends to follow that trajectory into all its thinking. So it'll find reasons why just laying on the couch and is an example of you not being good enough. Right?
Yeah.
Without that being challenged, you need to challenge that belief.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I'm just laying on the couch. Thank you very much. And I'm looking after myself right now. Yes. And I also have a financial problem, and it's not the way I want it to be. And I'm just going to lie here and relax right now in this next hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turning the phone off.
Someone in our audience has left their phone on. That was me. Yeah, and I must say, even yesterday, while I was thinking in those ways, I really wasn't thinking that I'm not good enough. I don't feel that. Yeah, I know that I've done a lot of work on myself, and yes, there's self-doubt that creeps in from time. I don't feel that even in this situation. Yeah, I know that I'm good enough. I just feel like the opportunities haven't presented themselves, or I haven't made myself available in the right way for the opportunities to present themselves. So it's yep.
And the opportunity may come because of this problem.
Yeah.
So
I think and
with and thinking, it might mean, well, you've hit rock bottom, and this might actually now start a whole new part of your life.
Absolutely, and that's a follow-on from last week. I felt like that last week.
Yeah,
this is not coming to me because it's trying to destroy my life.
No,
it's coming to me to give me other opportunities.
Yeah,
and that's how I'm feeling right now. And I felt like that through, and that's why I was talking about the scales. I felt like that all week.
Yeah.
But the balance hasn't been stable. It's been, like the other side of the scale has been weighing it down too much than mind thinking and what have you.
Yeah.
And I'm coming back to that again.
So just notice that the mind always has a tendency towards black and white. So it finds itself it finds it hard to see out of a problem in any other way other than what it believes to be true, which is you're not good enough or whatever the story is it's telling you. And as you can build up this and thinking, you can get more expansive, and the eventual point of that is to just come back to your heart, because in your heart is love and peace and all these much more relaxed and calm things that are holistic in how they see you. So if you regard yourself or you see yourself with your heart, you can see all you are, not just the little micro bit that your mind's telling you where you're not good enough.
Yeah.
And that allows you to see yourself in a much bigger picture of what this arc may mean for you, this point in life, which what it means is you're just coming down. It's a little trough, it's a valley, and you've got to work some stuff out, and then you're about to pick up again.
Yeah.
Life is full of troughs and valleys. It's part of the natural cycle of destruction and creation that we see all the time, and so will your life be like that.
Yeah, and I actually said something similar at lunchtime. It's like, from information that I've gathered through the last couple of years, it's all around life is hard, and we need to celebrate the good times and know that there will be other times and other challenges along the way, and that's what it is, and that's okay. Yeah.
So I hope that's helped.
Well, it's helped me, so that's a good start.
It's helped Kevin. Our audience, which is mainly us, so we've helped our own audience at this point, and we hope it's helped you as well, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Till next time.